Hi again, it's Margaret. And this time, while the video is on live, it is the holidays. And I am so excited to share a delicious recipe with you that I make every year. You can get this in the market, but it is super expensive. And why not make it fresh when you know what the ingredients are yourself? So, this is what we're going to make. Some gorgeous cranberry relish. It is almost Thanksgiving. It's about 2 days away. And I like to make it in advance because we even eat it as an appetizer. It's that good. So this is what it's going to take for you to get to make this. I like to start out with some orange juice or apple juice. We'll tell you this is a very generous recipe. It doesn't care what you use. It tastes good all the time. The key is getting it sweet enough for you. So that was just a little bit of orange juice. I also have some organic apple juice I'm grabbing. I'm going to use about a cup of that. And then if I need more, I'll probably just use water. So there's some organic apple juice. Next, I'm going to get my cranberries going, because the key is kind of to get them to cook down. They're going to start popping. My son always loves that part of it when the cranberries start talking to you. And I'm making a lot because I share it with my girlfriend. Her husband expects me to give him his cranberries for Thanksgiving every year. And you're going to need enough liquid to just about basically cover the cranberries almost. So I have 2 batchfuls of the cranberries. So I'm going to add about a cup, let's say, of water. Let's see how much it'll take. Okay, I've got some water here. Just maybe that much. You can keep adding. Then the other ingredients. I've taken 2 large oranges and chopped those into small pieces about this big. I've taken 1 large Red Delicious apple. You can use really any kind of apple. I would not recommend Granny Smith because your goal is to keep this a little sweeter. It's kind of a dish that you want to have a little bit sweeter. You can sweeten it with anything you want. You could use honey, you could use agave, you could use brown sugar, you could use coconut sugar, which I'm actually going to be using. You could use regular sugar. It just depends on what your health, what you like to use, for your own healthy reasons. So I'm going to bring my apple juice and orange juice up to a boil. And that's really all I have in here to begin with. And they're going to start popping my cranberries. Why I'm wearing white makes no sense. I probably should put on like a sack, literally. What I like to do before I start adding my other ingredients, also I'm going to add about this many walnuts and the same amount of pecans because I like nuts in mine. If someone has a nut allergy, leave that out. You don't have to use it at all. But after it starts to kind of cook, I'm going to start, when they start popping, I'm going to start mashing them with a good old potato masher and start kind of helping the cranberries to get a little mushy. The reason I picked this Red Delicious apple is because it's softer inside and it kind of almost becomes like applesauce and it becomes part of the dish instead of a separate entity. So the apples will be great in it, and the oranges will be super great. So we will be, my daughter just came in. Hello. We will be right back as soon as this starts boiling, and I'll get a close-up for you. Here is a close-up, a live action shot. And it's got the cranberries. They're starting to bubble gently, and you can see them kind of moving and popping in the orange juice, apple juice, and water. Okay, as you can see, we've got a nice little bubble going on. I've got my potato masher here, and I just kind of mash the cranberries to give it a little encouragement to break apart. And I'm getting ready to add the rest of the ingredients. So that's what it looks like while it's boiling. Okay, so I've turned it down to medium low, and I'm going to start adding my ingredients. I have 2 oranges. Again, just put those in. They're diced. Try not to splatter. I have 1 large Red Delicious apple. Put that in. I have some walnuts. I have some pecans. I'm going to add next. I like nuts in mine, I just always have. Then you can use any kind of sugar additives you want. As I said, add some coconut sugar. I added, and here's a little brown sugar. You can add agave. You can add honey. I have some raw honey here. I think I'm going to add a little bit of this because you've got a lot of tart going on, and so you really have to kind of fight the cranberry's natural tartness. So add your agave and your honey, your coconut sugar, whatever you want to add until you get it the desired sweetness. And we serve this several different ways, of course, as an accompaniment to Thanksgiving dinner, but also I love to serve it on crackers. I put a bowl of it out as an appetizer, and it is so good. For breakfast, we sometimes eat this on toast. It's so good. It's just good on anything. You can have it on pancakes, waffles, whatever. It's almost however you would eat a fruit spread that was more fruit than it was jelly and sugar. So I'm going to just let this cook, and it's that easy. You can continue to mesh it up a little bit with the potato masher. You can leave it chunky, but the longer you let it cook, the softer and smoother and more condensed it becomes. The flavor becomes very rich, and you just have to taste it, and that's all you do. I would say you can cook it for probably 30 minutes at a medium density, a medium heat, and just let all the flavors marry. This is a very easy dish. It's very generous. It doesn't care if you cook it in apple juice or orange juice. It doesn't care how much sugar you put in it or whatever. It's just delicious. It's fresh, and this is a great thing to take with you. Offer to take it on Thanksgiving or to a holiday party. Serve it with on little toast points, and it is delicious. So we're going to let it cook a while, and I'm going to give it a try, and then you will have the yummiest holiday ever. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and give it a little taste for sweetness, so let's see how it is. Don't want to burn my tongue completely off. And then I'll give you a zoom-in shot of what it looks like while it's cooking. That says Christmas and holidays and Thanksgiving to me. The oranges, the apples, and then of course the cranberry. That is like a potpourri going on in your mouth. It is just a happy, yummy party. So go ahead and add what you need to the amount that you want, however many sweeteners you want, and get it to the level of sugar level that it's just where the sweetness is just a little bit stronger than the cranberries, and you will have a delicious dish. You will just be shocked at how many ways you discover that you'll be eating this. So I hope you give this dish a try. It is delicious. Like I said, let it cook about 30 minutes on a medium heat, and if it feels like it's too dense, you can add more apple juice, orange juice, or water. But you will love this. Add it to your holidays, add it to your family's table, and they will love it too. From my family to yours, I wish you the best this holiday season, and I hope you enjoy these delicious bounty of fruits from my kitchen to yours. Silly me, I forgot to tell you one or two key ingredients. Cinnamon. I love a little extra cinnamon, and pumpkin pie spice. Also, I like cloves a lot, so sometimes I add some ground cloves, but cinnamon and pumpkin pie spice are two key ingredients to this dish, and I accidentally forgot that because I was in such a hurry to get it in. I did end up using the rest of the honey that I had, and I've just let this again continue to simmer on a low simmer, and it just gets so thick and so rich, and all those spices just marry together and come up with the most delicious dish. So don't forget the cinnamon, the allspice, the pumpkin spice, the cloves, anything you have like that would be great. Thanks for watching.